Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2010 remake, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Came out April 30th, 2010, directed by Samuel Bayer. So just like I said with the '09 remake of Friday the 13th, which was awesome. You went to the midnight premiere with your friends, you watched the scary movie, you all screamed till 2 in the morning. It's just what we did. Literally just talked to my brother about going to the midnight premiere for Friday and for Nightmare on Elm Street, and we specifically remember group of friends that we had at the time going to see Nightmare on Elm Street at a local theater, which is now doesn't exist anymore. But it was fun. It's what you did. So this film, April 30th, 2010, is trying to be a actual remake of the first film, and it just doesn't work. And it's unfortunate because the beginning of the movie is really cool because it was a different beginning. You have this character Dean, he's sitting in Springwood Diner, and his girlfriend Chris is kind of there, and like he winds up being killed by Freddy by having a knife go right into his neck and slicing it in the diner. It was very Riverdale-ish. It's the best way to give him some vibes. Riverdale obviously is many years later, but in 2010, having that Springwood Diner and having like that murder scene, looking at it now, is very Riverdale. Back then it was very by itself. The main character's name is Nancy. Her and this character Quentin, played by Kyle Gallner, we love Kyle Gallner, survive at the end. But like, of course, at the end of the first film, it's a matter of, is Nancy actually dreaming? Does Freddy actually suck her mom through the door? Or is it just a dream? Same thing in this, at the very end of the movie. Does Freddy actually suck her mom into a mirror, or is Freddy actually dead? Who knows? Who cares, honestly? This is an hour and a half long, and it's so boring. It's so boring. It's so slow. The best part of the film is in the beginning, during that diner scene, but then, like, it was neat having the flashback of the parents chasing Freddy into the warehouse to kill him because he's a child molester, and but they didn't mention him being a murderer, just a molester. So it was a big character difference between the two, that he was a gardener who worked at a preschool and all the preschoolers knew each other, but then like the parents kept them separate for so long, and then they all reconnected in middle school or high school. But like, there was no mention of a trial. They didn't want the kids to go on the stands, so the parents just handled it themselves. It's strange because that's the whole premise of the whole Nightmare on Elm Street series, is that he was acquitted, and that's why the parents killed him. This was completely different. The parents didn't wait for a trial. They just killed him just to kill him. No mention of where his body was buried. Nothing. Like, no making of the gloves. Like, I don't know. There's so much missing from this remake, and it's unfortunate because, like, the graphics are cool to it. Like, the pharmacy scene turning into the boiler room scene, that's a really cool transition. This had so much potential, it just missed the mark dramatically. So if I'm comparing it to Friday the 13th, 2009, to A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, Friday the 13th is in a league of its own compared to A Nightmare on Elm Street. And I'm glad I'm watching everything again. I like leaning on this. It's a good leaning thing. I'm glad I've watched everything chronologically again, just to see what works, what doesn't work. And this movie did not work. It's unfortunate. Kyle Gallner and Rooney Mara are great actors, but like, this movie wasn't that good. It's a good movie to watch with your friends, to get scared in the middle of the night. You know, there's some nice jump scares. That's really it. All right, so we got 2 more things to discuss, and that's it for our marathon, and then on to the next marathon. That's all I got. Mucho mahalo.